Woo! Good morning, everyone. I hope you guys are all doing fantastic today. Love it when someone doesn't fucking indicate in the right lane. Woo! Anyways, I hope you guys are all doing well. It is indeed leg day today. Woo! Leg day today, let's go. Now, you know what? I'm actually feeling alright today. I'm genuinely feeling pretty good. Is my camera dusty? I feel like I need to wipe my lens. It looks dusty. I apologize if the camera actually, the video looks dusty. I don't know how to explain it. I might need to quickly just wipe it in a second. I hope it looks fine though. Because I think my screen is also dusty, which is making it look dusty. I'm actually just yapping. But anyways, like I said, leg day today. We're gonna see what we can get done. I'm excited. I'm feeling pretty decent. Probably gonna need to go to the toilet when I get to the gym. And then I'll be all sweet and set, so that'll be pretty decent. But, yeah, no. What was I saying? Yes, leg day. Exercises choice. What we're going to be able to get done for exercises wise? Well, we're just going to get the usuals done. I cannot lie, guys. Then we'll just get the usual exercises. Nothing overcomplicated. We'll get leg extension, leg curl, calf raise, adductor. Maybe we can get a hip hinge in. One thing I was really wanting to start doing is actually training abs. I want to actually get good, thick, aesthetic looking abs. I actually just want to get massive abs, I cannot lie. So, one thing I have seen people do is cable crunches. I've seen cable crunches is like the most common exercise everyone does when training abs because you can load them heavy. Now, how do I do the exercise? I'm not sure yet. Okay, I think we're good. I'm actually not 100% sure how we're going to do the exercise yet. We're going to have to just probably wait and see what works out best. But for now, we'll see. We'll see how the session goes, but I'm just thinking about how I'm going to fit it in. Is that or I'd fit it in onto my push or pull day or my upper day, etc. So I do kind of want to fit it somewhere. I do want to train my abs twice a week like every other muscle group. I want to get good abs. I've never trained my abs before, so this is going to be interesting. I've trained kind of my core, I've done planks and I've done, crunches and stuff like that. I mean, a lot of that's just training your hip hinge and then stability. It's not really training. You know what I mean? Pilates doesn't train your abs. You don't get big, bulky abs from training Pilates. But with having to keep your core tight, it helps with endurance on keeping your core tight. So you do have that as well. But yeah, that's an interesting topic. Maybe for another day, guys, once I learn a little bit more about it. But, I'm still doing this course at the moment where I'm learning about everything that's nutritional based. It's basically like a basic nutritional course. I learn about supplements, I learn about food, I basically just learn about a lot of stuff. Which I'm actually crazy interested in. I think it works out kind of perfect. So at the moment, I'm learning carbohydrates, very in depth at the moment, in-depth carbohydrates. So, learning about simple carbs and complex carbs and what kind of carbs you want to be taking when dieting. So when you're on a cut, you're going to want to be having more complex carbohydrates. So I know I saw a video of Jacob Oestreicher talking about difference between, for example, taking rice over potatoes. Now, rice is not necessarily a simple carbohydrate, but potatoes is more of a satiating food. It will fill you up for longer. It's more, volume dense, you could say, I guess. I don't know exactly what the right term is, but anyways. So simple carbohydrates can be anything that's basically sugary. So it's something that can fill you up quickly, but will make you hungry quickly. That's the problem with it. So, you can say something like eating sweets. You can get filled up pretty quickly from eating sweets, but due to the sugar, the spike of glucose, you will get hungry pretty quick again. And you also most likely get a bit of a crash. That's another problem. So when you have more complex carbohydrates, it takes a lot longer for your body to actually break down the carbohydrate itself. When you break down carbohydrates, well, I'm sure you guys understand when carbohydrates into glucose and sugar, etc. So it's pretty self-explanatory. But no, it's really interesting. I haven't finished the in-depth, so I don't know like everything yet. I'm still trying to understand each process and everything that it all goes through. But eventually I will be able to understand. And when I do eventually able to understand all the science behind it, I will be able to explain the science behind it to you guys, which is what I'm excited for. I'm excited to be able to actually explain everything that I know and be able to just portray it onto you guys and push it onto you guys so you guys can then understand it. That's basically what I want to be able to do. I want to be able to be a super knowledgeable person when it comes to dieting and nutrition and the gym itself, and then give you guys that information for free. That's what I want to do until I become a personal trainer. And then you guys can get specialized training, which would be pretty cool. I think that'd be pretty sick. But yeah, one things I still do need to learn is certain exercises and why you would train them. So one thing I'm still trying to understand is actually training legs. So it's understanding why certain quad exercises are better. So for example, little jolt then, so I apologize for that, guys. Exactly why, for example, a pendulum squat can be better than a hack squat, and that's more physics, to be honest. It's more about moment, arm leverage and basically moment arm. So it's the motion in which you're training. That's the main difference. So yeah, I mean, compare that to a hack squat. Pendulum squat is better for the actual science behind it. Is it much better? Not really. It's not really much better, but for me, I prefer the range of motion on it. It's so much nicer. But then obviously you're going to make sure that you're training a leg extension, and also how do you want to train your leg extension? Do you want to be super upright? Do you want to be a little bit more lean back? Do you want to have a greater angle at your hip joint? Yes, you do want a great angle at hip joint. Your rectus femoris actually benefits more from a slightly more stretched position. I know I always talk about, do you really want to stretch deep in those exercises? But again, that's not stretching deep, that's just open up your hips. So the rectus femoris can actually open up a bit more. So you're training it in a more comfortable, better, more leveraged position. So that's the thing. So I don't know the right correct science, the right words to explain certain things, but they will come with time. They will come with time. Like, I'm sure you guys can educate me on a lot of things. You probably can. A lot of you guys probably can, 100%. But I mean, one thing I always stand by is that my calves have started to grow since training my calves properly. Since actually doing straight-legged calf raises. Oh my days, my calves have actually grown. I was training seated calf raises for centuries until finally understanding that the seated calf raise targets or biases more of your soleus over your gastrocnemius, which is not exactly what, I mean, you can grow your soleus and you can grow it quite nicely. A lot of people train both, which is completely fine. But for me, when I just want to do one calf exercise, the standing calf raise is definitely way more beneficial. Or for me, it'd be more like a standing calf press, I guess. And then also training it. It probably doesn't really matter the range of motion you train, but from what I'm aware of, it is better to train it more in the lengthened position. I think that's correct. So stretching all the way down and then you're going up halfway. That's what I do. And my calves have actually grown a lot, genuinely. But anyways, I think I'm just rambling on right now, trying to find stuff to talk about. Not really got much else to talk about, to be honest. I just kind of need a toilet. But apart from that, let's get going to the gym. Hope you guys enjoyed today's session. It should be pretty sweet. I'll see you guys in there. Alright, we're actually able to start off with leg extensions today, which is a miracle. I cannot lie. I never usually get to start off with this shit. But we got this on 107, one off the max weight. So let's see how this moves. Oh, I was meant to strap up. Hold up, let me grab my straps. We'll take 7. Wow, shit, that felt good. Woo. Let's get one more of that. Woo. Set number 2. Let's get this shit. Oh, we'll take the 6. That's not bad at all. Woo! Let's move on. Let's move on now. Alright, this is some heavy ass fucking weight. Full stack and a 15. We did this before we went away, so we're gonna attempt this shit now. See if I can get it. I should be able to. Let's just see though. I'm already out of breath. We'll take a 5. Oh. How you doing, bro? So I got a sweaty hand. All right, we got 5 reps to failure. So we're gonna see. We're gonna take the 15 off and just try and get maybe a good like 7 reps or so. Keep it nice and controlled. I'd probably say that set was a tad too heavy. Probably should have gone to 10 and then seen it from there, but honestly, it's all good. Let's get this shit anyway. One more. Oh my days. Slowing down the reps is hell. Yep. Whew. Shit. Next session I think we'll drop it to a full stack and a 10 and then we'll do the same with a second set with no added weight. Holy fuck, that feels good. Yeah, we'll take a 6. 6 isn't bad. Oh, let's get this shit, come on. Let's get this shit. Please. 2 more. And then I'm done. One more. Holy fuck. Come on, one more set. One more rep, I mean. Come on. Oh. Yeah, we'll take that. That's not bad. That's okay. All right, let's get this shit. Oh. Oh. Ah. Yeah, we'll take 6. 6 isn't bad. All right, first time ever training abs. I actually got someone to quickly show me. He was already on it, so I was like, oh, would you mind quickly just explaining the exercise to me? And he explained it really well. So, ass to the back of the seat pad, keep it nice and tight. Really just focus on spinal extension and flexion. That's like kind of like the main tips. And then just get pretty fucking strong on it, basically. So it's pretty simple. Anyways, let's get this. We got it on 68. I don't know how heavy this is gonna be, but. One more. Oh, fuck. Oh my days. Yeah, I want to start training my abs properly and actually just be able to build up some thick abs. It's kind of like my main focus. So I don't mind doing this at the end of my leg days. Just get a couple of sets for this, it's pretty easy. And then I can rest up tomorrow because my abs are sore. Oh, it makes me feel sick, bro. Holy shit. Anyway, so my main mission on here is basically just to get as humanly strong as possible. That's like kind of like the main goal. So we're gonna hit this twice a week. We can do it on my upper days as well. Sometimes my push-pull leg days are pretty short, so we could always hit it on those days if I wanted to. Anyways, let's get this. We'll take the 8. Wow. Whew. Shit, that feels good. Rightio, session complete. We are time. Wait, I can't. It is time now to exit the gym. Gotta go up one more flight and then we can go. I have never trained abs before in my life. I've never trained abs. Right now, I have never felt my abs this defined and separated and pumped ever. And I cannot lie, it feels fucking amazing. As much as it kind of kills, like it's painful and very uncomfortable. It feels very good, to say the least. It does feel really, really good. So I can't really complain too much. I'd say I can't really complain too much because it genuinely is absolutely amazing. I do want to start training that on the regular and start having abs as part of my regular routine. Now, am I going to be hitting it always on my leg day? Probably not, because my leg day includes a lot of exercises. You're in the wrong fucking lane, you idiot. Sorry. My bad. Anyways, like I was saying, I probably won't be hitting it always on my leg day because, like I said, I do have quite a lot of exercises, and abs at the end of a leg day is kind of hell. And I know my push and pull sessions sometimes can be pretty short. They can be like 5 exercises, so I could always fit it at the end. It's not always super fatiguing anyway doing a push-pull session. So I could always train it on my second leg day, so on the Saturday in the week, and then I could also train it on maybe a push or pull. So I could do a Saturday and a Tuesday or something like that, if you get that. So that's not a bad idea. I think I'll enjoy doing that. Not gonna lie, I genuinely think I really will enjoy doing it like that. I want to get thick abs. The reason is because I've seen people where they don't train abs, like me for example, and my abs are not bad, but they're not thick, they're just flat. And I have a fear that if I get very lean on stage and I get to like 8 to 6% body fat, I'm afraid that it would just be like flat and I won't have any actual built up abs, so my abs will look shit. If you look at people that have really low body fat percentage and they don't train their abs, it doesn't look great, if I'm being honest. It looks flat and it looks like you're too skinny, like you haven't got enough muscle. So one thing I want to have is really thick defined abs. And when you look at all the men's physique or even the classic open, whatever, any of the bodybuilding, most of their abs are built up, and you can tell a difference between the ones that train abs and the ones that don't. It's very easy to tell. I mean, look at TNF for example. You've seen his abs. They're like flipping building blocks. They're huge. He has ginormous abs. That is something that I do aspire to have one day. I do aspire to have a physique like his. I cannot lie. One day would be pretty cool to have, like, I don't know what my genetic future holds. I don't know what my potential could be. But, I mean, I hope it's pretty cool. And I hope it looks pretty insane. I just want to be like freakish. I want someone to like look at my physique and be like, what the fuck? I want them to look at my abs, for example, and be like, damn, bro is built. Like, his abs are thick. That's what I want. I just want thick abs. I want my physique to just look fucking sick. I want to look different, you know? So training abs is one thing I can do, and just get extremely fucking strong on it. That's something. My abs aren't actually that weak. I realize they actually are pretty decent. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll do alright on it. Maybe I'll be able to build up some good abs. But, yeah, no, I really enjoyed it. It was really fun. It was good. What am I going to do? But, you know, today's session, strength-wise, actually really good. I'm kind of surprised myself. Overshot slightly on my leg curls, which is unfortunate. But next time I know what to do now. I just dropped the weight from a 15 to a 10. I'll see how that feels, but I'm tired. Service tire monitor system. I need to chuck this car in the service. It's due in like a month or two to service this car, so can't be asked to service it and then have fucking pay for shit. You know what I mean? But oh well, it's fine. And what we're gonna do for the rest of the day? What have I got to do for the rest of the day? That's the real question, guys. Eat a fuck ton of food, chill, get some editing done. I need to edit yesterday's video. No, I need to edit Monday's video, get it out, edit Tuesday's video. I've got to do some research on some things. And yeah. That's pretty much it. I do need a meal prep. I got quite a lot of stuff today and put some washing on. I've got quite a bit to do today. I think I can get it all done though. I don't think there's an issue. I think I can get it all done. So I should be pretty chill. But yeah, like I said, we're chilling, we're resting up. I am boiling right now, so I'm gonna open my window. I do apologize for the wind, but yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I think that'll be it for the outro. It's pretty short, little 5-minute outro, but it's all good. Hope you guys enjoyed my yapping for 5 minutes. Oh, bit of water. But anyways, I will see you guys again in a couple days time. I got tomorrow off, which I am gassed for, but I am working, so there's the upside to that, or downside I should say. But anyways, I'll see you guys again in a couple days. Peace out, guys.